Hello, friends. The song Trust Fall by Pink is playing. So that you might pay attention to the lyrics on Trust Fall by Pink. This is the deck I'm going to be using. I haven't even pulled the cards out, so we're going to just see maybe an energy catch up to us and see what's going on here, okay? So it's the Crystal Unicorn Tarot I'm working with today, and back of the deck is Knight of Cups. That's a cute energy, actually. Okay, check out this horse. I was gonna say sword, and that's because I peeped the Eight of Swords behind it. But we're not gonna stay on this energy. This has been stagnant energy for some time, but I figured we could start with that as the energy. But I wanted to tune in on this horse. I accidentally said sword, and then I had to talk about this card. So someone's been holding back. Someone's not been able to see a perspective that they needed to. Like, they haven't been able to see the way forward that they needed to. It's like maybe someone literally put this blindfold, like someone set you up, right? Like having a blindfold on, that's intentional, whether you put it on yourself or someone put it on you. The ties could be it was something that was forced, is what I'm getting here with this energy, the Eight of Swords energy. But I want to talk about this card, the imagery on this card. So you see this horse. Imagine how slow and steady this horse has to go in order for this cup to stay upright. Can you imagine, like, it's an unnatural energy for a horse, because we resonate with horses being fast and graceful and very racy energy, right? The Kentucky Derby could be significant for you, or just horses period could be significant for you. But it's giving, like, this Knight of Cups energy is giving, like, protect your energy, but it may require you slowing down so that you can keep your cup afloat. I love that energy. And Trust Fall. Trust Fall is that song Pink by Pink. That was my first experience with that song. I just felt called to share the song, and I'm gonna be looking into it later for myself. It must be a new song, because I have not heard that song, but you may need that song right now. What else? What's collective need right now for the highest good? Just releasing the stagnant energy, okay, and moving into new energy. Let's see what collective needs for this reading. Also, thank you for coming or being here. If it's your first time or you've been here many times, I'm appreciative that you are seeking help, and hopefully I am the one to help you. Only take what resonates. Just a reminder that this is a general collective reading, so leave what does not resonate for somebody else, because it's here for them if it's not here for you, okay? We have Eight of Wands. Forward movement, we're talking about new energy. But we have King of Wands. There's something to do with mastermind or mastering your craft. That's a thing that takes time, right? So that could be what's helping you bring in your person, or bringing in the blessings. Like, you can't just ask for success. You need to maybe ask for the details of success. We have Ten of Wands, reverse, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Okay, we have this Eight of Swords again. It's reverse. Love to see it reverse, because it's a problem upright. Okay. And we have Ten of Wands. Someone's releasing their baggage, and I think it's for a Queen of Pentacles. Look at the roses on the top of this card, and the flowers is really giving like this connection is going to flourish as long as both parties do the inner work, as long as both parties go within and do the work. Let's see what collective needs to know right now, and what else does collective need to know right now. This one wants to come. It's the Hermit reverse. Friends, okay, upright. Someone's coming out of hermit mode or going into hermit mode accordingly. Hermit mode is helpful for healing, perhaps conditionings, like social conditionings, or things to do with your parents. Sometimes you've just been set in their ways and in their practices, and it's like tuning into your own way. Creating your own way requires you being a little solo dolo for some time. Someone's working on their spirituality or working on their spiritual gifts, letting spirit guide you to a new ability or strengthening your abilities. Ooh, the wind started picking up when I said that. So as you start to be spiritually guided, you may come across like rediscoveries or even a new discovery altogether. And then you may find that you are like, they may consider it like beginner's luck, but that's like really, it's really giving like you're just meant to be doing whatever it is you're doing. Like you just have like that talented touch. And you're gonna find it and be able to like really hone in on it in your hermit mode when you don't listen to other people's opinions over your life, or opinions over, or like when you just, not even just over your life, like just don't listen to people's opinions unless you've asked for their opinion or seeking their opinion. Like other people are always giving their opinions because they have their right to their opinion. Like everyone has a right to their opinion. Everyone's going to be voicing, but don't listen or receive it unless you're actually seeking like an opinion outside of yourself. Four of Swords reverse is giving someone's not necessarily like meditating or letting themselves rest. This Four of Swords is a rest card. And with reverse, it could be someone's needing to rest or has had enough rest. It's giving like too much or too little. And we have Two of Swords because of like, it's just giving like your, it's just giving, let me get clarity on this Two of Swords. Why do we have our guard up? Because it's giving there's a guard up here. Six of Cups. Something you're not seeing in the community. Something that only special eyes can see. Like it's just like an ability. Some people have the ability to see, some people don't, of maybe behavioral things or like hidden agendas. Like someone could be better acquainted at this than you are, and like they could literally have been targeted for having this ability because the people they were pointing out, they didn't want to be pointed out. We have King of Wands again. Maybe the King of Wands listened here, okay? Like they were successful with influencing a King of Wands. But it's giving like there's a connection here that awakened somebody. to like what I'm really picking up on is we have a visual, like a visionary, and then we have an intuitive. But someone was very material world and someone was very in the higher realms as far as like where they operate, and like the connection brought in a new frequency that involves both. It's like interesting. Like Two of Cups, it's giving match made in heaven. Whether you directly resonate with that, it's like literally like you are an entity and you have some like things that you are working with yourself that you maybe want more of, or you want certain aspects of yourself of this for yourself, and then you're like pleasantly surprised. I think it like you're surprising yourself or even shocking yourself of like finding it in another person, like finding what you're looking for and being surprised by people. Whether you're being repeatedly surprised by the same person showing up, showing you the things, or you're just surprised by the universe. It's just giving that Two of Cups is giving someone needs to fill their own cup, and then like to the point of where it's abundant, and then the universe, like then you work with that abundance, give it out to the world, and the world will like multiply that back. That's the good kind of domino effect. But then there's like a negative domino effect where you take from somebody and that person's hurt, and then they take from somebody and then that person's hurt, and then they take from somebody and that person, you know, and like where does the cycle stop? Somebody, Six of Pentacles reverse. Sometimes it's just been a long cycle that was waiting for a chosen one to come in, and then it's like karma comes crashing, compounding, divine timing. It's giving tower moments help you make room for a chosen one. And chosen ones they're variable depending on the situation. Page of Pentacles. Chosen ones, everyone's a chosen one in some way, shape, or form, but chosen for what? That's the question. Chosen for what? So if you resonate with feeling chosen, you're like, okay, then for what? Page of Swords. This Page of Swords reverse energy is giving like that for what energy. Like you're literally questioning like, what am I here for? What's my life purpose? And we have the Magician reverse. Judgment. There was a tangent I almost went on, but I think directively I was just gonna go down the path of saying like tower moments are blessings in disguise. It's really giving like what falls apart is stuff that wasn't meant for you ever, like to begin with. Maybe in the beginning, okay? Maybe you attracted it in for some reason, but it could have been a test. The Empress reverse, Six of Cups reverse. So then when you find, like, you know, it's like later on, you're like, oh, I failed the test and now this is just an attachment. And then like it's like giving like some energies just like really, really old. So like someone needs to reassess the details of their life, all the details of your, like, not just your career, not just your person. It's like your most intimate connection may seem like the problem, like, or like the biggest problem, or like your career might seem like the biggest problem, but like You're not supposed to just see the big problem. You're supposed to, like, it's like the big problem is the headliner, but the show is all the other details and all the other bands too. And sometimes for example, a true fan isn't gonna go just when their favorite band is headlining. They're gonna go to all the smaller shows too, and maybe they won't even care about the main headliner, because they got to see like what they came for, like their life purpose, or like it's giving like life purpose is the main goal. It was probably the first problem. And then there was all these other small problems that were created. Then those small problems led to the big problem, which you're like, is what's so suffering. It's like, it's so suffering you can't, it's like so in your face you can't ignore it, right? But it's like giving like, but you ignored all the other smaller problems before it got to this bigger problem. Now you want to face this big problem and it seems unmanageable, and it's giving, fix the little problems, and then the bigger problem is going to feel easier. Maybe even fixing the first problem will be helpful. My biggest problem was that I secretly hated myself, so I attracted people who secretly hated me. And I just pretended to love where I was at because I loved the people around me, because I didn't see that they secretly hated me. I also didn't see that I secretly hated myself. So it's like the real problem was me. Someone needs to go inward and find what the problem is. And it's giving like, are you following a life purpose? Someone needs to remember the words they used to say when they were children, like when they were happy in children, not that time frame where you were being attacked or troubled, bullied, or like any, like you may need to look at trauma healing, but don't only look at the negative context of healing or that time of your life. Like the negative context, you're meant to replace the negative context with a positive context when you go back in time, but then also remind yourself of positive contexts that existed at that time. When you're a child, you are the closest to, like, you are the most recent exertion, like exit from the portal, like pussy portal, like the, being on the other side, right? Like, being close to death and birth is the closest we are with source, right? And so it's giving, as a child, you just knew things. As a child, you just did things. It was natural to you. It was intuitive. It was like the channels clearer. So you, if you played pretend a lot and you're like, I'm an Egyptian goddess, or you're like, I'm a dad, or, like I'm a baby, and you had all these like ideas and things, those are, those could be life purpose affirmations that you had, that your soul held on to coming into this life of like possibilities that you kind of like, as your human existence kind of gets to choose that. And you may have forgotten about, I guess this part of the perspective, because someone blocked it for you. Someone hurt you so bad that you had to block it out. Because children are very healing too. They just know how to, they're like, I don't need this anymore. It's out. It's gone. Bye. But it's like, then as an adult, you don't realize like what you really ditched, or like some associative details. Today in yoga class, someone literally, the instructor, or like just the group was resonating with the messages in session, and it was giving like trauma healing so wild, because someone can literally have a trigger surrounding their trauma, and it'll be something like literally so innocent, so neutral, so like, but it's like because of like it's such a small detail, but it's associated with the situation that you're like, your mind blocked the entire thing. It's like, I don't need this, and just blocked all things related. And then when like okay, say, imagine a bedroom, any bedroom. I don't want to trigger anyone like too much, like where, don't like, just take a pause and breathe if you need to, but just imagine a room and something happened in that room, and it's like a random item or smell or way that it was done can linger. So the example in class was, you may just avoid patchouli at all costs because someone who was very abusive wore patchouli, but maybe they didn't consistently wear patchouli, but you, like, they wore patchouli on the day that they hurt you like really badly, and then now you associate being hurt with patchouli. It's like, but then like as you grow old, you may not realize that you had things that were associated that don't need to stay associated, that like you could just block out the event but not the other details. Like, or you could like, it's giving like when you're a kid you're good at healing, but it's giving the organization, the categorizing of the details, all that. It's like, it's giving lots of power but not a lot of control, and kids are really good at doing that. So someone may have been dealing with blocked memories and they're resurfacing, and you're like, what the fuck, like why? And it's like giving like, you need to, like, you gave yourself a block and it's time to move it. You gave yourself a block and you didn't know, and it's time to move it. And it's giving like, it's okay to remove the block so that you can flow. It's giving like, it's getting like pipelines. Like you can close a pipeline if it's not going to be used, so that there's more water flowing to the other pipelines that are being used. It's like giving like, maybe you know that you're going to go on vacation, so you're not going to pay for the water, or like you're not going to like pay for certain bills or okay, love that for you. Someone's going on vacation, whether you know it or not, it's coming in for you. It's giving like, if you know about like something coming up, you're going to prepare for it, right? So it's giving like, you're going to just, it's giving like that pipeline energies also can apply to like your relationships, where it's giving like, just cut off connections that don't serve you so that you can give more to the connections that do serve you. Is like someone seeing things get in the way. It's like you're in your own way. There's like other things in the way that are not you, but it's giving like, it's still you in the way because you chose that at some point in your life, and you're continuing to choose it, or you're deciding whether or not you should still continue to choose it. It's giving like, see it. This is giving codependency issues. Someone, it doesn't have to be you, but it could be you. Codependency is not just an extreme attachment to somebody. It could just be codependent on, just codependent period. Like you just need something to depend on to validate you, always. Something outside of you, whether it's another person, another thing, an experience. Like someone's codependent about their decisions. Like they when they decide, like their decisions based off of someone else's decision, it's giving like, someone needs to release this behavior because it's only leading you to chaos. It's only leading to like the partial manifestations of other people's manifestations instead of like your true manifestations. Like someone needs to clear up that energy and listen and like follow their own guidance. King of Swords, Strength, Three of Wands. Friends, I'm hearing the healing journey is kicking somebody's ass. And when it's doing that, like literally let yourself have a break. Let yourself have what you want. We have the Emperor reverse and we have Page of Wands reverse. Okay, I'm going to talk about this Page of Wands and Emperor reverse. This Emperor is passionate but doesn't know where it goes, doesn't know where it belongs. And the Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles is giving it belongs to someone who has done inner work, that is willing to do inner work, is willing to, is like self-aware, someone who and it's also giving like it's safe for you to move forward. It's safe for you to travel. It's safe for you to go towards someone or something, especially if you've wanted someone or something for some time. Like, there's an energy here that has mustered up some courage to go towards you. They're just sort of waiting for things to line up. Ten of Cups. Friends. And the star behind it, someone's switching their people-pleasing tendencies and becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy, which then ends up pleasing more people than you can possibly do when you're pleasing everyone else but yourself. Like it's like literally such a pleasure for just to experience like full love, like when an individual, completely independent, completely can take care of themselves, can love themselves unconditionally as often as every day, as close to every day as possible, and they are abundant and can extend like that feeling that is so full of love. It's like it hits just right. It's like an ice cold glass of water and you're like parched, like you're thirsty. Someone's thirsty. But that's besides the fact. It's like that slow and steady energy in the beginning. It's like they know it was required, so they applied it. Or it's happening right now, okay? Because these readings are timeless, so you're either about to step into these energies, are currently in these energies, or stepping out of these energies, wherever you are. I hope it makes sense, because this is beautiful energy with the Magician and the Ten of Cups. Like, you are gonna become a master manifester by becoming like your own self-fulfilling prophecy. So love that, and stay magical. Thank you for being here with Melly, and